Okay, y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today we are trying to start some planters, but I guess in like a non-traditional way of trying to start planters. And I meant to show y'all like me getting like the mulch and the pea gravel as well as the potting soil, but I'm being real like it's raining today, and it is raining pretty hard, and I was like, I only got like a couple minutes before like it's supposed to pour down again. So like what I did was I went out there, I got like I ain't gonna lie, a cheap bag of gravel. It was like $4. I think the mulch was $2 and like 97 cents or something, and I think the potting soil was like $4, and it's like all-purpose potting soil. So I got that, and the reason I got that I'll explain later. But the type of gardening that I'm trying to do, it requires some different elements that I don't have in my yard, because how my yard is, it's like manicured and all that other stuff, and I'm like yeah. So you have to go out and kind of make your own type of environment for the type of gardening that I'll be doing. Sorry I'm not looking at the camera, but y'all, stranger danger. And it's a lot more people out now because it's not really raining, but it's supposed to be raining like on and off. So I found me an ivy, oh my gosh, and if you know, you know, like shout out to the AKAs. But I need to go to Sam's right quick before it starts raining again and pick up some personal items, and I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, so let's talk about why I went to Home Depot. So the reason I went to Home Depot, because yesterday I was with my parents just to kind of hang out and do some other stuff, and when me and my mom was coming back home from doing whatever we were doing, we saw these people on the side of the road, this man rather on the side of the road. He was selling like vegetables and like fruit plants and stuff like that. And so we stopped over, and it was like 6 tomato plants for like $4, and I think you got 2 of like really big bell pepper plants for I think 2 for $5 or something like that. And he had some other ones that were like $1.25 or 75 cents or something like that. So we got some tomato and bell pepper plants, and we went home, and I found out that my parents and they both have gardens. I guess his and her gardens, which is kind of cool. And so my mom let me have one of her tomato plants that we bought, and then she also got me a bell pepper plant. So I helped her plant her stuff, and yesterday I got back home and I realized no garden. I mean, I knew when I got the stuff I didn't have a garden, but I know last year my dad gave us like some tomato plants, and we kind of just put them on the porch and kind of just like let them grow up and stuff like that. That was already huge when he gave them to us, but I was like, oh, I want to like actually have a garden this year. And at first I was just gonna kind of just let it go, but I mean, I feel like God is like, you need a garden, like go ahead and invest in it. So what I decided to do was to try to do like a raised garden bed, because I wanted to do that last year, but I'm gonna be real, I don't know how Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that work when it comes down to like cutting the wood, and I don't have like all the tools to do it. Like I have some nails and like a hammer and all that stuff, but I ain't got like the saws and all that stuff. You know, you watch the YouTube videos, I ain't got all that. So I saw this lady last night on YouTube, because today I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to figure it out on my own about how it works. And she was like, just go ahead and get like some tubs, like some storage containers and stuff like that, and plant your flowers. And so she went and she showed how to do that. And I went to Home Depot this morning. I had to get like a light because our microwave light went out, so I had to get a microwave light. So I was like, well, I'm in there, let me get some storage bins. And the storage bins I got were $1, and I think 25 or 75 centerpieces, something like that. Y'all saw it on the video. And also I got like some rocks, because I just don't have like random rocks laying around because of how the yard is manicured. We don't have any like stray twigs or anything like that because how the yard is manicured. So I got some mulch to kind of be like a break barrier, and I got just some potting soil, because guess what, we don't have potting soil either, just laying around. That's one thing I do miss about like living like in the country and like actually like having like woods and stuff around. You're able to go in the woods and get a lot of that stuff. When you live in more of like a suburb type of area, you got to buy everything. You got to try to recreate the country in a sense. You got to recreate like that wooded type of stuff in order for stuff to grow. So that's something that I do miss, and hopefully I can go back to it one day. But yeah, so all right, y'all, so I'm back. I'm in my garage, and I was trying to do this outside, but it looks really terrible outside. So I'm gonna do this in my garage, and yeah, I want to go ahead and do this today because I don't want the plants to be neglected, or I just want them to go ahead and just start off on a strong note. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it in my garage. I really want to do it outside because any of like the dirt or whatever that fall on the ground, like I can sweep it into the grass and it can like go from there. But we're gonna just try not to make a mess and go that route. Now I guess let's let's go ahead and get started. All right, so these are the plants that I'll be planting. So I got me an ivy, as I said earlier. If you know, you know. Shout out to the sorors. So I got one of those. Now this is just something I got today. I'm gonna put this in the house because I want this to be outside. And this is my tomato plant. Y'all probably hear the water. This is my tomato plant my mom gave me, and this right here is the bell pepper plant. So we're gonna go ahead and begin the planting process. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is drill some holes in the bottom and around the base of these. All right, let's go. All right, so what I did is I put 5 holes on each side, and I put one at the bottom just in case. A little crack got in some, but it should be fine. But yeah, so also what I was trying to show y'all in the story too, she said as long as it's like a 5, recyclable 5 or something like that, or plastic 5, it should be good to go to grow things in. She prefers like a dark color, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, I didn't want to invest a lot into any of these things until I knew for sure that I was gonna be serious about this. So I think $1 investment. Now as they get bigger, I'll get more of these, but I just wanted to kind of get something to start it off. So this right here, I put my tomato plant in that. Now I know my tomatoes will probably get taller, and so I'm probably gonna go ahead and have to invest in a larger one, but to get it started off, I think this is good. And then I'll do one more for the bell pepper so it can have its own box. And I was trying to show you all that my mom also gave me some melon as well. Let me go in the camera. Some melon as well as some green beans to plant. So I'm gonna put those in one of these too. So I'm gonna do 4 more just like this. Hopefully it don't crack, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I forgot to charge it from the last time I used my drill, so I'm about to charge it right quick so I can drill holes in the other 4 boxes. But while I'm doing that, we'll go ahead and plant the first planting. All right, y'all, so I got me some pea gravel right here. This is gonna go at the bottom of each planter to kind of help with drainage and things of that nature. This right here was $4.97 from Home Depot. So this is like the first layer of what I will put in. So for the second layer of what I'll put in will be this mulch that I got. It's like, well, it was $2.97. And the reason I got mulch because other people had like grass and twigs and all that stuff. And as I mentioned, because how I manicured lawn, we don't have like just regular like grass and twigs or extra, or just stuff hanging on the yard to kind of go pick up. So picked up some of this to kind of help fill in that gap. As I mentioned earlier, oops. Really trying to make it kind of a makeshift type of thing. So this is the mulch, and yeah. Lastly, I got this potting soil right here, and this will be like on the top of everything when I plant it. So yeah, so this should last pretty much a good little piece. All right, everyone, so this right here is the final product. So we got the tomato plant, we got the bell pepper plant, and we got some green beans, and we got some cantaloupe. Now I know these two right here will, let's see if we can focus, here we go. So I know these two right here, I would probably have to replant those, but that's completely fine. I just want to see if they're going to grow first. If they grow, I'm more than happy to replant them. And honestly, I did not want to get any big planters until I was sure that this is gonna work out. You know, you see stuff on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that, and it still just don't be working out. So I want to make sure it's gonna work out first, and I'll invest more money. But this is what they look like. Okay, y'all, so I know I said I was gonna end the video, but I got really concerned because once I hit in with the video, the wind picked up. So I decided to go in and get some of this kindling that I use for my fire pit. And I got some zip ties, and so I just decided to kind of just zip tie the plants to the pole. It's pretty. I'll keep you all updated with how I guess my rains and this kind of like planner storage bin. I don't know what you want to call it, bin. Planner garden goes.